Alright, so this is the 5th episode of the now officially named EAMPRT. I liked that. This is our first time recording after having released anything.
Yeah,
so
we are
now very aware of the fact that we seem to agree on pretty much everything in the last...
So far.
Yeah. I think that's going to change today, judging by the thing that you said just before we started recording properly.
Yeah, hopefully.
I want to do one quick little update,
Mm-hmm.
and that's that something interesting I noticed is that in Pokemon Go, because they've released some more shinies since last time we recorded, and their shiny Charmeleon is slightly darker on its yellow bit, and it just looks like it's got Charmander's colours, which I quite like actually.
Oh, that sounds like it would be
weird.
better.
Yeah, it's weirdly different than the one from the mainline games, and I like it a lot more.
That's a positive change then, like.
Yeah, but today we're not doing Charmeleon, we're doing the Weedle line.
Yeah, we're going to move on from Charmeleon right now. We had a long conversation about Charmeleon already.
Yeah. So, Weedle, then.
Yes.
To begin. What do you think of Weedle?
I think Weedle is adorably ugly. It's this really weird looking little thing, and it's not like obviously weird. It's not like Caterpie where it's got a lot of charm in its design. Weedle is just kind of dumb looking, for want of a better term, and I sort of like that.
Oh, I can kind of see where you're coming from, but the thing is that, for one thing, I think it looks too much like the big centipede fellas from Mario.
Oh yeah, I know the ones you mean.
The other thing is that it looks weirdly like a Diglett's form has been condensed into an orb and put onto more orbs.
I actually hadn't noticed that before, but that's a good point. It does have some resemblance to Diglett, doesn't it?
It's strange. I think Weedle's okay. I just think it's a little weirdly oversimple, which isn't something I usually complain about with Pokemon. I don't know, there's just...
I think in light of the rest of the line, I sort of think that works though, because both Kakuna and Beedrill are really busy designs, and the idea that this is a less mature version of it sort of works for that, I think. It's not like with the Caterpie issue, where the designs don't really seem to connect much at all visually. There's still clear signifiers of a connection there, but there is a definite advancement going on. That makes sense. I feel like if Weedle was a more complex design, it wouldn't be enough of a difference.
No, I get it. It's just something about it that I don't like as much.
Is it the little pink nose and the tiny little stub feet?
It's fine. It's fine. It's
just fine.
It's just the Mario thing, but in small orbs with a Diglett head. I'm gonna give it I guess a 2.
I think I'll give it
it's the worst.
I think I'll give it a 3. I like it a little more than that. I don't love it, but I think it's got a certain charm to it.
Yeah. It's got some charm, but it's not enough to elevate it higher. So the shiny.
Pointless, I guess.
Yeah.
It really doesn't serve any purpose.
It's just a washed out version of it again. We had with the Squirtle, apart from the shell that we couldn't see on the website we're using.
Yeah. A lot of shinies have this issue. I mean, it's like the colour change just doesn't do much for them at all.
Yeah, and sometimes it kind of actively detracts by being just a bit washed out and unpleasant to look at.
Yeah, it does. It's not nice on the ear.
No, this one's getting a 1.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Not much else to say.
I'll give it a 1 too. I think it is not good. It doesn't add anything.
Alright, so Kakuna.
I like Kakuna a lot.
Kakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase.
That's not at all that tune, but I'm going to sing it anyway.
No, I was deliberately off on the tunes, so we're fine. I like Kakuna.
I do, I like Kakuna a lot.
It's odd. I like that it's got a little tie.
I was about to say that. It's little ridges make a little tie there. It also looks like it has big shoulder pads.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of look like those bits on a blazer as well.
A little bit, yeah. I think they're supposed to be the beginning of wings, aren't they? See what the separation.
But it does kind of look like he's in a little business suit, and I know that's not intentional, but it does kind of make me like it a bit more.
Business Kakuna. Business and poison type.
Oh, you've killed me.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, one other thing, and I had this similar issue with Metapod, but it made slightly more sense there. Kakuna knows the same physical attack moves that Weedle does when it evolves, but how does it do them?
I know.
It doesn't have a stinger.
I guess it's just a gameplay constraint more than anything.
Yeah, just a limitation of the system they had in place.
Yeah, they couldn't really make it so that it loses all of its moves.
I kind of like its like little narrowed black eyes. It does have that, as we pointed out before, it does have that middle evolution issue of pointless angry eyes.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different though because they're so odd. It's more like they're cut out eyes and the little white bits are staring out. Which I like that about it. I always like something where it's darkness with little eyes staring out of it. And it makes it look like they're bug eyes with a shiny bit, but I think it might be something looking out.
Yeah, that makes a lot. I hadn't thought of it that way. I thought it was maybe the pupils with the eyes, but I think the way you've said it actually makes more sense.
Well, Kakuna, I'm probably gonna give it a 3. I like it a lot, but like, still not enough to like put it above my kind of baseline. Much.
I think if something is a pretty good design, I feel pretty much the same. Kakuna is not remarkable, but I like it. It's got a cool kind of thing going for it that I quite enjoy.
Yeah, at least we had a minor disagreement at the start of this.
We'll see how it goes from here on.
So the shiny.
Yes, the shiny.
It's better. I like it.
I like the green.
It's odd. It gives it Metapod's colours.
It does, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool if they'd given Metapod its colours instead.
Yeah.
But also, I do kind of like that weird, like reddish orange they did go for.
Yeah, the Metapod change quite like that.
Yeah, it's just odd, but I do like the green. I think it looks nice.
Yeah,
I think it's a good
shame they didn't
change.
do more. They could have added more in there. I think. Like the eyes could be a different color or something. I don't know. It feels like it's not quite enough. I do like the color. I just feel like they could have done.
I think it's one of those cases where it's changed enough for me to appreciate it. So, what do you think you'll go for?
I like it. I do like it. I think I'd probably give it a 3 because I think it adds a little something interesting to it. It doesn't detract from it, and it does make an appreciable change.
Yeah, again, Kakuna's kind of sitting on baseline in general here. So, yeah, I'll go 3 as well. I never said it. Beedrill.
I like Beedrill.
I like Beedrill.
I like Beedrill a lot.
I like it a lot.
Beedrill is clearly a wasp, not a bee.
Yeah. I like I like Beedrill a lot more than any of the other Final Evolution bug types in this gen.
Yeah. A much more interesting design. It has way more like stuff going on that's kind of cool and different, while still being identifiably what it is. You know?
Yeah, I like how I like it being quite buggy, which isn't something they do that much. I mean, Caterpie's got it, Beedrill's got it,
but there's still the edge there. They want to make it look kind of cutesy, and they kind of don't do that with Beedrill, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Beedrill's a little creepy looking. I think that's a good thing.
I'm not actually super into the drills.
No,
actually. No, I mean it's a cool idea, I guess. But I kind of like the rest of Beedrill more than the drill.
Yeah.
I just like the way the bee look. I like the way the bee look.
You think it'd been better without the drill?
I think it might have been better if they'd done something else with it, and also to give it 6 limbs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the weird 4-limb anthropomorphization they do with a lot of
you're right. I
insects in
don't like
Pokemon.
that either.
I mean, that's not how an insect.
No, that is not how an insect.
That is not how a insect be. I like the colours, but I guess they're just bee colours, really.
Yeah, I mean they're effective. It was a good idea.
I
Not
mean,
to necessarily change those.
It's one of the more effective ones that doesn't too much from the actual animal. But weirdly enough, I think it would have actually looked cooler if they'd even less from the actual animal.
The missing legs are bothering me now. They didn't before. I can't stop thinking about where its other legs might be.
Do you know what I would have liked?
What?
I would have liked Beedrill with 6 limbs and not really much extra going on with them, but like a real, like, pronounced butt drill.
Like a really large one?
Yeah.
That would have been an interesting shift. It would have been more consistent with the rest of the line. I mean, you thought Weedle only had one stinger.
And I mean, it looked, Kakuna's kind of, its butt is getting big.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair idea. I probably would have liked it more if it was like that. Yeah, no, you're right. I actually agree now. I think more about that. I mean, I like Beedrill. I think part of that is just being stubborn because other people didn't like it. And I found a way to make it. Yeah, I found a way to make it quite a useful part of my early generation teams. And the more I think about it, the more I see problems with it. And it's bothering me now. And
what would you have given it before, and what would you give it now?
Probably
What
would
were
have
you
given
expecting?
it a 3, maybe a 4. But I'm probably gonna give it a 2 now.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
Because because I'm disappointed that they didn't do more with it. No, I can't kind of shake that disappointment that it could have been better.
I'm gonna give it a 3, which isn't expected. I wasn't expecting to go higher than you. I'm gonna give it a 3 because I think the things that I really like about it do make up to some degree for the things that I'm disappointed about. Rather than it being average like Kakuna, I think it's more just a balance between things I do and don't like.
Yeah, I think it's undermined by the fact that it doesn't connect well enough.
Yeah.
And that is kind of a factor. I think if it had been a standalone Pokemon, I probably would have given it a 3. But it isn't, and I have to think about it in those terms, and I think a 2 is kind of where I'm at with that.
I mean, that's also a bit funny, because you talked about with Weedle how this line is much better connected than...
Yeah, it is, but it's
Which
like...
it is, but it's much better connected than Butterfree doesn't mean much.
No, it doesn't, because Butterfree has nothing to do with the others.
Yeah. So shiny Beedrill.
Yeah.
Now this is something I can get behind.
I like this. I do like this very much.
Blue and green together, I always enjoy.
I do.
I like
it's a really
that.
good contrast of colours. The changes are really good. It was a really good idea. They kept the black stripes as well, which I think worked.
Yeah. They kept some colours the same, and I like that when they do that, because it shows a level of confidence in the design. I always really like it when the shinies appreciably change the eye colour.
Yeah, no, I do as well. I really like that.
Something about the Blastoise that we didn't really note. Yeah, the pupils on that are green like the back of the shell is. So that's something I kind of like about that as well. It's not appreciably different enough to affect my decision on it, though. In any case, though, Beedrill, I think those eyes are really good. I think I'm going to give this one a 5 because I think it does.
For first 5, maybe?
No, we've given 5s.
No,
We've given 5s on Bulbasaur line a couple of times. Even on the shinies for Charizard, we gave it a 5 too.
This is a really good change. Oh yeah, it's been a while.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm with you actually. I think it improves on a design that I like but found disappointing enough to compensate. So I'm gonna give it a 4, I think. Actually.
Okay, no, I'm gonna stick with a 5 just because there's just something about that that contrast between the blue and the green that you don't see in Pokemon very much in general.
Yeah, it's true.
Really like it. So I guess that's our Weedle episode done. As always, go back and watch the rest of the EAMPRTs.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
Have a look at the rest of the stuff we've done. Have a look at D&8-bit. Have a look at, depending on when this comes out, the last episode of the Indie Haven podcast will have had Martyn on.
Mm-hmm.
Or the next one, depending on which one I finish editing first. So otherwise, I guess just bye, you big bugs. I don't know what that was. Bye.
Don't wheedle us with